Why do I feel like I'm going for remedial classes every time there is a continuous professional development workshop? Why? I don't understand. Hi, my name is Akosia Safi and this is Teachers on Duty. Let's talk about the continuous professional development workshop. If you listen to the last episode, then you know what continuous professional development is and you know the meaning. That being said, why do I feel like I'm going for remedial classes every time there is a continuous professional development workshop? Why? I don't understand. Why does it feel like I'm going for remedial classes? Tell me why. See, don't get me wrong, I love going for these workshops. Some of them are very educative. I think last year or so, we went for a creative arts workshop. And trust me, I really benefited from this particular workshop. For someone like me, I've always had issues with impacting creative arts knowledge, as in teaching creative arts. So this workshop was an opportunity for me to dive deep into how to teach creative art properly. Ever since I started my teaching profession, I've always had issues with teaching creative art. So that workshop was such a good opportunity for me. I learned how to impact creative arts knowledge. I learned so many things there. But aside that workshop, I've not gone for any professional development workshop that I can boastfully say that I don't know what they are talking about. And I'm not speaking for myself. I can attest that many of my colleagues feel the same way. Most of these workshops are basically talking about classroom management implementations. These are things that teachers are already doing. These are things that we are already impacting in our classrooms. These are skills that we already have. I feel like if I am paying for money to come learn something, I want to learn something new. I want to learn something that I do not know about. So then why does it feel like I am going for remedial classes? Like why? I don't understand. I mean, we could have said that, there are new recruits in the sector, so this is an opportunity for them to learn or to get abreast with classroom management skills, to get abreast with things that they learned from college, to actually indulge themselves into it and to ask questions on how best to manage their classrooms and how best to teach. But thinking about it, these new recruits actually went for 1 year national service. I mean, they had a whole year of national service. On top of that, during their last year in college, they had on-campus teaching practice, out-campus teaching practice. So it's not like they are new to these things. They know these things. So why then are we still going back to learning the things that we're already doing? And we are paying money for these things. Okay, fine. Let's just say I need remediation. So then what happens to PLC? Isn't PLC the platform to actually talk about the things that I am doing and maybe I am doing it wrong, and to get ideas from my colleague teachers and from other staff members on how to better and how to actually correct what I am doing? Not a continuous, listen to the name, continuous, meaning it should be going forward. We shouldn't be going backwards. We shouldn't be doing the things that we are already abreast with. Maybe I'm speaking for myself and I don't know the situation of my other colleagues, but I feel it should be based on new ideas, new technologies, new theories, things that we are not used to, things that we are already not doing. What even annoys me is the new names they coin for these classroom management skills and these ideas that we're already implementing. I went for a workshop recently and they were talking about Abraham Maslow's theory of needs. Like, I know this already. You are talking about forget theory. These are things that I already know. Even during the workshops, the teaching personnel, the facilitators, they go ahead to say that these are things you already know. If you know there are things you already know, why are we still here? You knew I know this, so then why then am I here paying for money to add up to my knowledge bank, knowing perfectly well that these are things that I knew? If I know, then I don't need a workshop for it. I need a workshop for things that I do not have skills for, things that I do not know. What do you mean by UDL? Or maybe it was already there, but we had no idea. Maybe it was, but these things are actually ideas and theories we had already learned from college, and we are already implementing them. See, if I wanted to have remediation on what I have already learned and what I am already doing in my class, and maybe I want an in-depth analysis on what I'm doing, I could have easily gone for my college textbooks and my college notebooks to go over the things that I've already learned. But then why do I have to pay money to come and learn or see the same things that I'm already implementing in my classroom? Why do I have to pay money to come and see the things that I'm already doing? Make it make sense to me. I don't understand. You are expecting teachers to go into these workshops with the idea and mindset that they are going to learn something new, but you are not teaching something new. So then how then do you expect me to have this mindset and idea that I'm going there purposely to go and learn something new when you are not coming to teach me something new? So obviously they will go there with the mindset of just going for points, because they have realized that going there, and at least even if they don't get anything from there, they are going to add up to their points, which shouldn't have been the case. The point shouldn't have been the main focus of going for these workshops. It should be the new ideas and the new things that they are going to learn, because at the end of the day, they are adding on to the things that they already have. They are adding on to the things that they are already implementing in their classrooms and in their teaching and learning environment. So I don't see how you expect teachers to go in with the mindset of going to learn something, meanwhile you're not teaching something new. So then how do you expect us to go there with this idea? These are things you already know. Also, can we just talk about the portfolio development? How many of you have been able to actually build on their portfolio on the NTC platform? Please, if you have, kindly comment down below, let me know, because many teachers are finding it very difficult to build on their portfolio on the NTC platform, and there is a deadline on this building of portfolio. It shouldn't be the case. We should not be finding this difficult. Even if we are finding it difficult, it shouldn't be to the extent that people do not even know their way around it, especially when there's been countless of workshops on this particular portfolio development. Anytime there's a workshop on this topic, it is not practical intensive. We don't have an in-depth practical on this particular portfolio development thing. It is always theory. They come and they don't really make it super practical for teachers to be able to know the know-how of how to build upon their portfolios. Some teachers are finding it's very difficult to do this, and you have deadlines. It's been about 2 or 3 years now, and many teachers have not been able to go to the platform to build on their portfolio. They are finding it's very difficult. So please, NTC, if you are bringing on board people to come teach us how to build on their portfolios, kindly make it a requirement that it should be practical incentive. Every teacher should come there with their laptop. They are going to have a one-on-one interaction on how to build on their portfolios. If not, it's going to take years for people to actually have an in-depth understanding of how this platform works. So I feel like we need new ideas, we need new innovations. If indeed the new curriculum is centered on activity-based ideas, why don't we then come up with workshops that are purely centered on these ideas? That is my opinion. I feel like if we are paying money, it should be worth our time, and it should be worthwhile. NTC, you are doing a good job. Don't get me wrong, you are doing a very good job. You are doing the best you can. You are helping us with our careers. You are doing everything possible to help us in our careers, to make this profession a better one. But I think with this aspect, there need to be a new drawing board on how things work in that field. Well, I hope the workshops are being worked on. I hope NTT takes note on these things that I have mentioned, and I hope they work on it for the betterment of teacher development and for the betterment of the teaching profession. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do well to subscribe so that you can get weekly updates of Teachers on Duty. Don't forget to also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. Teachers on Duty with Akosia Safi. On Twitter, it is Akosia_Safi. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.